Hey traders, Raghee here, and in today's video we're going to do a little something different. We're going to actually talk about how I start my watch list building. And for those of you that have been watching these videos a while, you know that I go right on over to FinViz. All right. Now I've got this dollar over here on the left side, and it's showing the weakness that we're seeing, and this actually keeps that reflation trade alive and kicking. So when we jump on over to the futures, performance, and then the month, M for month, you'll notice we get a list. And I want to focus on the part of the list that's green for the most part, because I want to see those grocery store commodities, your beans and bean oils and coffees and soybeans here, cattle, corn. I want to see these strong as the dollar is weak. Yes, there are some markets that are weak, but I'm not going to really focus on that. Let's focus on the top half of this graph where the markets are quite green. Bean oil, gas, copper. Now, copper is interesting because copper is very much a name that allows us to take advantage of what I think are the two canaries in a coal mine, which indicate optimism about economies, optimism about growth and expansion, and that's crude oil and copper. And so both of those are here in the top part of our list. So let's also think about the stuff we would find in the grocery store shelf. Softs have been coming on really strong. Coffee, cocoa, sugar is another soft. Cotton is another soft. So when you see some of those names, you know, those are softs. When you see things like orange juice, that's another one. I really like the soybean and feeder cattle narrative. We've been in and out of that one for some time. Corn as well. We're long corn again. All right. You see sugar is way down here, but sugar is red, so I'm not going to worry about sugar as far as that narrative. So I would say you probably want to cut this off right about there. In terms of corn is about the bottom of where I'm focused on the potential long positions. So today we're doing something a little different. Again, now what do I do? So now that I've got a potential list, this doesn't mean I just run out and buy them. It just means that it's ready for step 2. And that is now I can head on over to the chart, and what I'll be looking for are double green. So let's take a couple, let's take hogs and feeder cattle. Okay, let's jump over to hogs and feeder cattle from this list. All right, so I've got hogs moving higher. Well, that's exactly syncing up with that strength. Pullback buys will be valid here. We want to actually not necessarily look at that list to say what's triggering today. We want to look at that list to figure out where we want to put our alerts to be aware of when the next opportunity will be arising. Live cattle right now, after this gap, is definitely coming back to a level that we can think about for another buy. The last time we did this was back in here. And so, yeah, we want to keep buying these pullbacks. And so this is up. I mean, this one's here. Hogs may not be here, but live cattle is showing us that, yeah, it's time to start looking at another long position in cattle. So that's how we go through the market. That's how I look at some of these grocery store commodities, remembering that a weak dollar continues to push that reflation trade, where these grocery store commodities are going to continue to move higher. All right. Hope that helps. I'll see you in the next update.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me